These are the funniest superhero cameos in Family Guy, starting with the time Peter proved he knew nothing about superheroes by getting them mixed up in the 29th episode of season 4. So to try to seduce Lois, Peter does his best Spider-Man impression.
Here comes Peter on the clothesline, but his name's Peter, really Spider-Man!
Except that's not the tune of the Spider-Man theme song, it's the classic Batman theme. Well, it seems to do it for Lois regardless.
Help, Spider-Man! I'm being attacked by the evil Rosebush!
That's not even a real Spider-Man villain! Bunch of posers in this family, I tell ya. And in the 30th episode of season 4, we see Superman trying to flirt with Wonder Woman while she's using her invisible jet.
This is awkward. I'm actually in the lavatory of the invisible plane.
Which is just a fancy way of saying restroom. You know what's the worst part? If the plane's invisible and the toilet's invisible, then that means Superman is seeing everything.
So I couldn't help but notice you didn't wash your hands in the invisible sink.
Sure, that's the grossest thing to come out of this interaction. In the first episode of season 5, Robin finally gets his own movie, and it's just as exciting as it sounds.
Don't worry, I'm here.
Robin? They said you?
Yeah, everyone else was busy.
And if you're wondering what a preteen in a Speedo can do here, I don't really think he knows either.
I got a cell phone. Oh, no bars.
We can always count on you, Boy Wonder. And in the 3rd episode of that season, Hell Comes to Quahog, the show made a pretty funny prediction about a member of the X-Men. So Iceman's wife is questioning his whereabouts last night.
Played some poker, had some brewskis, you know.
Yeah, that little ice trail of yours paints a different story, buddy.
At least they know how to touch a man. Oh, walk away.
While this is probably just a dumb joke, it actually predicted the future, as the character of Iceman would later come out as gay in 2015's all-new X-Men number 40, nearly 10 years after this episode aired. So, The Simpsons can predict huge world events, and Family Guy can predict comic book characters' love life preferences. Gotta love it. In season 5's 10th episode, Peter's Two Dads, Peter harnesses the power of an Amazonian to find his real father. So after Francis dies, Peter learns that the man was not his father and that his real dad's in Ireland.
And I met a young rogue named Mickey McFinnigan. Peter, Mickey is your real father.
So Peter decides to suit up and track down his Irish daddy.
To Ireland!
I'm glad he's excited, but maybe don't be dressed as Wonder Woman when you meet your dad for the first time. Or at least just wear something over the Speedo for all of our sakes. And in season 5's 13th episode, we see the Fantastic Four's Thing lose, well, his thing. After Peter catches Lois and Bill Clinton sleeping together, Lois professes that it's a bigger mistake than when the Thing married Lorena Bobbitt.
Where is it? Where'd she throw it? Oh God, oh God!
Is this what you're looking for?
Oh, geez, dude, at least put on some gloves before touching that. And if you don't really get the reference, Lorena Bobbitt was a woman who cut off her husband's appendage back in the early 90s, and it kinda became a bit of a cultural phenomenon. So much so, the Family Guys referenced it like 3 times, even as recently as 2019.
The decade of Viagra, but also Lorena Bobbitt. So it was kind of a yay-boo period for pictures.
And in the 17th episode of season 5, Lois apparently uncovers a terrible plot set by the Legion of Doom. So when Lois becomes mayor and needs more funding, she tries to use some good old-fashioned fear-mongering to get the people on her side.
Hitler is plotting with the Legion of Doom to assassinate Jesus.
Sounds like a bunch of BS, but...
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom...
How did she discover our plan?
Alright, supervillain roll call. We've got Giganta, Black Manta, Solomon Grundy, Bizarro, Scarecrow, Lex Luthor, Captain Cold, Sinestro, Cheetah, Brainiac, Gorilla Grodd, and Toyman. And one of them crapped the bed on keeping the plan a secret.
Me, Solomon Grundy, kind of dropped the ball on that one.
And our favorite wall crawler returns to make another save in Season 6's Believe It or Not, Joe's Walking on Air. So after Joe gets a leg transplant, the guys join him in doing all the activities he couldn't do before, like rock climbing. No harness rock climbing. You just got those legs, and now you're risking losing all of your body parts?
Yeah, I'm afraid I might.
But never fear, Spider-Man is here, just as he was 4 seasons ago.
Everybody gets one. Tell him, Peter.
Apparently everybody gets one.
Bingo.
And Peter's already used his save, so he better be gripping those rocks extra tight. And in the 6th episode of Season 6, Padre de Familia, the Griffins watch that 5th Superman movie we never got.
We now return to Superman 5, The Broken Condom.
Superman and Lois Lane are getting ready for a date, but his trusty X-ray vision reveals that they're a party of 3.
Okay, ready.
Ooh, on second thought, I got something I gotta do back on Krypton.
You mean your home planet that blew up?
I think we should see other people.
I'm not sure if they have child support on Krypton, but somebody might want to fill him in on that. And Superman returns in the next episode of that season, Peter's daughter, or at least his actor does.
Hey, is that Dean Cain on that park bench? Oh, God.
Dean Cain starred as Superman in the 90s TV series Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman, and not much else of note, gauging by his desperation for attention. But Spider-Man is back on the chopping block 2 episodes later in Season 6's Back to the Woods. So Stewie's making a fake ID for Peter and claims he can do it faster than Spider-Man gets laid.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. That's never happened to me before.
Oh, so that's not his regular webbing. Ugh, gross. Hey, here's a fun Spider-Man fact. Not only is his blood radioactive, but all of his bodily fluids are. And one time he actually gave his lover cancer because of it. Aren't comic books fun?
You know, some people say that's good for your hair.
Yeah, maybe if you're trying to lose all of your hair. Careful where you aim that web shooter, Spidey. And in Season 7, Episode 4, Baby Not On Board, Stewie calls out just how useless Aquaman is. In Stewie's defense, Peter did replace his apple juice with gasoline after getting a gas card.
You damn fool! You're more useless than Aquaman!
At least for any crime that happens on land, which I assume is like 99% of crimes.
Aquaman, help!
Hey, let her go!
Can you not call on your shark friends to help, oh great ruler of the ocean?
You're in for it now, buddy. I got like 5 fish coming to help.
Thanks, Aquaman. And in Season 7's Foxy Lady, we learn that Commissioner Gordon has more than one signal he uses with Batman.
Ugh, I don't need to know about that.
True friends are glad to know about their buddy's regular bowel movements, so you, sir, are no true friend. And for the opening of Season 8's second episode, Family Guy, we see the Griffins portrayed as the Justice League.
Here in this great hall of justice are the most powerful forces of good ever assembled.
This is actually a pretty faithful recreation of the intro to the Super Friends cartoon from the 70s. It shows Peter as Superman, Brian and Stewie as Batman and Robin, Lois as Wonder Woman, and Chris as Aquaman. Oh.
And Meg.
And Meg! This is just a fun little homage to the writers' childhoods, and I always appreciate it when the show does cool references like this.